Alrighty, howdy y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear that in the background, but it is downpouring outside. But today we got chest, back, and shoulders, so still going. I think, like I said in the last video, excuse me, I'm going a bit later today, hoping it's going to be empty. There's this big event on campus. It's kind of like the biggest event of the year in this on the campus I'm at in Australia. Oh, also, I'm going to try... Oh, sorry, I'm probably making a horrible noise by touching the mic. I'm gonna try moving this farther away because I know my voice sounds like really loud at the normal volume I have it at. So I'm gonna try. This might be a little loud while I push this back, so I apologize. There we go. Hopefully that's a little better. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll just cut that out. We'll see. Anyways, geez, a whole lot of shit going on. There was a huge event where you wake up at you get woken up at 3. So I don't drink, so I didn't participate, but I woke up because my friend was participating. But they wake you up at 3 in the morning by squirting vodka into your mouth with squirt guns. You put like a post-it note on your door to like say that you want to participate. So I woke up at 3 to watch that happen. Barely saw any of it because they had like already gone through our whole apartment. And then I went back to sleep till 6 a.m. Got up. And we went upstairs to one of the apartments that was kind of just hosting people over. Had a little bit of breakfast and I'm like, yeah, this doesn't look great. And I would rather have egg whites and whatever like stuff I make that benefits me more. So we went back to our apartment. I made egg whites and I'm like, yeah, I'm not really feeling hanging out with people right now. I'm still really tired. So I went back to bed from 7 to like 9:45. Then we went to the bar that's on campus because again, in Australia, you can be drinking at 18. So the bar on campus was closed to host our event. So it was like closed to people that weren't a part of the uni. So I went there for a little bit. It was kind of fun. But the whole point of the story is, one, to talk more about Australia. But 2, I'm hoping the gym's empty. I know a lot of people are also going out tonight. Now that it's downpouring, people might not be going out tonight. I don't think now that it's downpouring that they're going to go, oh, I'm not going to the bar. Let's go to the gym. So I'm not too worried about it. Really hoping it's empty. It'd be nice to have a pretty empty gym to work out at because normally at night it's emptied regardless, or very little amount of people regardless, but especially on a Friday, so hopefully. But chest, back, and shoulders, gonna be starting with the incline bench. I'm gonna try moving up the weight. Did I move it up a little? I think I might have put a 1.25 kilo on there last time, so I'm gonna try moving up, or no, if that is the case, I'm probably gonna try that again. But if that's not the case, I'm going to try moving up by like that amount this time. And then as for everything else, we'll see what's open. Hopefully everything based off the weather and the events that are going on. But other than that, let's get this day going. It's going to be a sucky... Wow, it is downpouring. I don't know if my mic's picking that up, but it is pouring. I got a new umbrella though. A lot better because I had a really shitty one before. So I really hope the walk goes okay. And hopefully my shoes don't get too soaked. And I'll see y'all in the gym. So I actually did end up being right on my guess that nobody would be at the gym at this time due to the activities going on my campus, because there was like 15 or less people at the gym. But anyways, that just meant everything was open, so that was nice. Starting us off, we had some incline barbell press. Now, the bar I was using, some bars at this gym, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. When I'm like pushing with them, they're like rotating in my hands, or like making my wrists like rotate, I guess, or like the bar. It's hard to explain. So I had to really focus on keeping the bar like steady for this, and I got 5, and I did move up a weight like I said I would, but I did switch the bar out after, and it was so much better. And I think I could have gotten more than 5 if I had a better bar for the first one. And then moving on to pec deck. Now, I've been really trying to fix my pec deck form, because I would constantly have it where my upper back would be coming off the like back part of it towards the end of the movement as it was getting harder. So I'm probably not going as heavy as I should have. I did up the weight, I do believe, and it was a lot better. But my whole goal with this was really focusing on trying to keep my back on the back pad so that I was doing it correctly the entire time, because when it gets heavy, I tend to break form a little bit. So then moving on, we have some rows, and I believe for the last time I did rows, I had the closer grip. And like I said, since it was so empty there, The hook grip that I like to use for pull downs was available, so I was able to use it for my rows. And we started rows a bit heavier this time, and it went pretty well. I believe I get 7 here, maybe 8. I don't know for sure. I'd have to kind of go back and look, but I did my best to. I always do my best to not like use my feet, obviously, to be like pushing with my legs. I just have them how they are so that I'm pinned against the machine a bit. And I always have my feet on the farther back pads because they usually have the two that are out to the sides that are a bit farther back, and then the one that's closer to where the weight stack is. And since I'm short, I got to use the farther back ones because it's a little awkward to have my feet so close together and farther away. So the back ones just work better for me. But moving on, got some single arm shoulder press now. I got, I believe, 7 on my right arm and then 6 on my left. And I needed to, excuse me, I needed to start with my left hand for the rest of them. So after this first set, I started with my left in order to make sure if I was getting less with my left that I was matching it with my right, because don't want to work on muscle imbalances. We want to fix them. So that's what I did for the rest of this. It went pretty well. I do believe I think I upped the weight for the next one, honestly, or maybe I lowered it. Actually, what am I saying? I didn't even get all 8, so I definitely lowered it. But I also was kind of in a hurry to get this out of the way because someone started using the machine right behind my camera, and I didn't want to get in his way. So I got that out of the way. And then we move on to face pulls. And now I did lower the weight like I said I would last time, and I was really focusing on bringing the cable around the sides of my head. And it went so much better today. It was a lot better. I took what I learned from last time into consideration, and they felt just 10 times better. It's a lot more slow and controlled, getting it farther around the sides of my head, really contracting at the shoulder blades and upper traps, how the movement's meant to be. And I was really happy with how it turned out this time. Big improvement from last time. So, and to round out and wrap up the workouts, excuse me, was cable lateral raises. Now, last time I had tried to start way too heavy. I think I was starting with like 11.25 kilos or something around those lines. And when I was doing it, it wasn't good form. It wasn't controlled speed. It was really just trying to move the weight because I've been cable lateral raise is definitely one of the harder workouts for me to move up weight in, and I don't know if that's like a common thing. I've seen some things where people agree with that, but it might just be me. So I needed to go back to what I was doing, a bit lower weight, in order to make sure that I maintain control of the workout at all times and maintain a good controlled speed and making sure my form was good. So I think I'm going to have to kind of stick around that weight a little bit more until everything's going perfect and I'm moving that weight like really well, because jumping up was really not a great idea last time. And in fact, I even lowered the weight on my last set because I wanted to make sure, as I was getting tired as the workout was going on, obviously, that I was still maintaining that controlled speed and controlled form. So gonna stay around that weight for now, and we'll see how it plays out in the future. But including the day, obviously got some posing. Took me a little bit to find my song here. Something that always happens is I'll click play on the video, and then I have to bring the drop down to click play on my song, and then I'll click into Spotify, which will stop the video from recording. And that's always so much fun. But posing today, I thought it went pretty well. Gym locker room was empty, had it all to myself, so I was able to utilize moving around a little bit. But I want to especially work on getting both sides of my body for certain like poses, like this front side bicep. I think that's the name. Still learning about the posing, obviously, but I want to be working both sides. I don't know if you get to choose what side you are on stage. Clearly, I have not researched into the whole posing part of bodybuilding yet. I'm just working on the building the body part first, or right now. That's my main focus. So, but regardless, I want to be making sure I'm working both sides, because obviously there's nothing wrong with that. Making sure that you can work both sides, it helps with mind muscle connection and just being prepared for whatever may come in general. And in terms of everything else with the posing, I think it went really well. I liked how my back looked turned around. Of course, again, I think my lat development is going pretty well, at least to my standards. And I really just want to be working on getting that super defined back. So I think overall it's been pretty good. But yeah, that's all I've got for now. So I will see you guys back at the apartment once this posing's all over. Alrighty, overall, pretty great day. Oh, can't ever really go wrong with good old chest, back, and shoulders. I don't got much to hit on, honestly. It was a pretty good day, and I kind of want to, like I said this in another video, and I keep repeating myself, and that's also what I want to avoid, but I want to try talking, or not like hitting on the same points I did during the talking portion at the gym. So instead, I'm going to talk about my day. So, overall, the event, as for someone who doesn't drink, it was a little lackluster. The bar was kind of fun. I mean, they had like a silent disco. They had the like Hungry Hippo inflatable thing, some free food. The food was pretty good, but overall, just all right. We were trying to do darts to win a fanny pack that was sponsored by a beer company, and they ran out of fanny packs before me or my buddy could hit a bullseye. So that was unfortunate. But we ended up leaving a little early, and this is where it gets good. We came back to our apartment, and we watched three, I think it was 3-ish hours, 3 hours of peak of the 1,000 player Rich vs. Poor experiment by Ish. Holy shit. I have never watched such peak on YouTube in my life. That's a lie, but this was really up there. Ish is if you haven't heard of it, you're probably living under a rock. But that video was like, obviously people are playing into the whole role playing aspects in some parts, just because, you know, playing into it a little more makes it more interesting. But like, it was fun. It was a great watch, staged or not. I'm on the side of I don't think it was staged. I know obviously they had to go back and do like cinematic shots and whatnot, but I'm gonna stay on the side where it isn't staged. That was peak. That was a really good video. So if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go watch it. But that was peak. I'm a huge Minecraft guy. I love Minecraft. Gotta love those 2-month phases where it's just you and your buddies for 2 months, 2 weeks. Ours usually lasts only like a month, but you know, there is nothing better than that month-long Minecraft phase. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. It was genuinely peak. So yeah, that's what I did with the rest of my day. We watched that video and then yeah, had some dinner. Did we watch? I don't think we watched any of his other videos after that, but that was just peak. So, but as for the gym, pretty good. Happy with how it went. Need to work on lateral raises a little bit more. Honestly, that's all I got for today. So if you haven't watched that video, that Minecraft video, go watch it because very good. So, well, that's all I got. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and I hope y'all have a great day.